to the City of Calgary and the Flames organization. I want to specifically thank you all for the outpouring love and support you have for John, myself, and our family. And thank you to the many of you that traveled this far to be here with us. It's your memories, videos, tributes, and kind words that I'm so tightly holding on to one day show our babies how truly special their daddy was and how loved he was. Thank you for that. Calgary is such a special place in John's heart and mine. I really am blown away by your kindness, but at the same time, I'm not surprised at all because I have been lucky enough to call Calgary my home with John. I got to experience firsthand what kind people you are. John was so kind because having lived there for about 10 years, he became a Calgarian as well. I still plan to one day show our kids the city of Calgary and where their daddy experienced some of the best times of his life, where he made lifelong friends, and where he called home for 10 years. Thank you for being our home away from home and for loving John so much. He is forever a Flame, and I'm so proud of that, and so proud to call Calgary my home away from home as well. To Columbus and our Blue Jackets family, I can't describe how shattered I am that I don't get more time in your amazing city with John. The most underrated city. I'm so glad we got to learn the hidden gem that is Columbus, Ohio together. We had our first baby the same week we moved to Columbus for John's first season as a Blue Jacket. We welcomed our daughter Noah, Daddy's twin. John instantly was the best dad in the world. So cautious, so gentle, so loving and nurturing. Absolutely in love with his little girl who never missed a single one of Daddy's games. Noah is John's light that shines through every day. The happiest little girl with black curly hair and the darkest brown eyes you've ever seen, shaped just like her daddy's. Columbus, thank you for taking care of us when we were experiencing so many changes at once. You so quickly became home and became our family, and the memories we made in Columbus as a growing family are the best years of my life. Without having to explain all the little details, know that there were so many little signs as we got to know the city that truly made us feel reassured that we had made the right choice choosing Columbus. Thank you to the Fifth Line and the Blue Jackets organization for your love and support and comforting words. John was so proud to wear your colors every single day. He knew and appreciated how special of a community you are. He felt comfortable and he felt like he fit right in. And thank you for giving him that feeling of comfort, security, and belonging when he was enduring a massive change. You know it's a special place when the hockey season is over, but you're not quite ready to pack up and go home yet, and that is Columbus. The way I describe Columbus is similar to the way I describe John. You have to come and find out for yourself, and then once you know it, you love it. Something else I love about John is how laid back he was about everything. Sometimes too laid back. Most of his pregame interviews, you can find him wearing my clothes, my slippers, my hat that had my family's dog embroidered on it, versus the nice clothes I would buy him specifically for the limelight. He couldn't care less. He would wake up early with the kids, even on busy game days, to help me. Some mornings I would try to get him to change before going to the ring for an interview, because he was covered in spit up. But he would just say, "No, I like it there." He was proud of it. And off he went. There was one time he was rushing to get changed and came flying down the steps wearing one of my maternity sweatshirts. I begged him to change out of it, but he argued that it fit and looked fine. So then I started laying out his clothes every single night, no matter what was on the schedule the next day. He was so innocently sweet with everything he did. I was really busy one morning trying to get the babies and myself ready for an event, and John so nervously interrupted me to ask what I had picked out for him to wear as well. I'll miss this so much. All I ever wanted to do was take care of him and make him happy. And he also never ever left the house without kissing all of us goodbye. To John's teammates, from growing up at Hollydale to Boston College to the NHL, you were a huge part of John's happiness. He was a guy's guy and loved being around all the boys. He got to live his dream every single day, and he never took a single one for granted. I know all his closest friends are here today, but I'd like to specifically say something to Kevin Hayes and Sean Monahan. You've both known John longer than I have, which means you helped shape him into the man I fell in love with. He looked up to you both on and off the ice. You are his brothers, which means you're my brothers too. Thank you for being there with me for when you're experiencing such a great loss as well. Some of my favorite memories with John have both of you right there with us. Whatever he was laughing at on his phone or taking pictures of, I knew it was something that he's sending to one of you. Sean, John loved you so much. Such an effortless and genuine bond I was honored to be a part of. As one of a kind as John was, I think you are as close as it gets to being just like him. Whatever you did, he copied. If you got a new truck, we were in the truck lot the next day. You got a golden doodle, John got a golden doodle. If you were at the dog park, we were on our way. If you were leaving the party, John was grabbing me to leave also. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, and I'm sure John's cringing at me right now, too, but know you made John the most excited for hockey that I've ever seen when you signed in Columbus, and I'm heartbroken for you that he cannot be with you on the ice. But I'm rooting for you every single night, and I know John is too, as your special guardian angel now. Kevin? You and your family were a huge part of John's upbringing into this crazy NHL life. He looked up to you and he loved being around your brother and sisters. I think summers spent at the Hayes reminded him of his own family, so I know this is something he cherished. The friendship and bond you have created despite any distance is so strong and admirable. John would always show me the sentimental and hilarious reels that you would send him on Instagram about brotherhood, because he was just truthfully so honored by them. You've been through so much, and you were never not there for John, no matter what. You were a great, great person to your core, and John loved you so much. I love you guys, and I want to thank you for being the best friends to John. I think that's the last time we'll make John cringe during this eulogy. It's never ending. Another year goes by, and here comes our second baby, just 17 months after Noah. John got his boy. I've never seen John so surprised in his life. He was so proud, immediately shedding happy tears and absolutely beaming. He kept looking at me and saying, "I cannot believe you gave me a boy." When we were discussing names, we were going back and forth with suggestions, but all of a sudden John cut me off and said, "I can't not name my son John if we have a boy." So John it was, a family name of 3 generations now that I'm so proud to be a part of.